Look how beautiful it turned out. Here, because obviously life happens. If you've been planning to start something for some time now, let this be your sign to just start it. Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chilla. This is the very first video that I'm taking in English, and I'm very excited about it, but also I feel pretty nervous. It is because I am originally from Hungary, so obviously English is not my first language, and even though I use it every day, I still feel insecure about my pronunciation, my accent, and whether or not I'm using the right words or expressions. Is my grammar right? So, all this stuff. And because of that, I've been procrastinating forever to starting making content in English. But I decided that 2026 is gonna be the year that I'm starting on it. And I'm planning to share some stuff about my life here in Costa Rica. I also plan to share my fitness journey, which I am very committed for the upcoming year. And yeah, a little bit of lifestyle and some of my stories, which I have a lot. I lived in 4 countries, I speak 4 languages, so I've been through a lot and I have a lot to share. Also, I want to hold myself accountable, being a bit more healthy on my lifestyle, on my food, and be more consistent, going to the gym. And yeah, so these are the reasons that I decided to start. And if this is something that resonates with you, then please subscribe. That will mean a lot to me. I'm planning to drop a vlog every Sunday, and I will be making content on social media too, on YouTube and TikTok. So let's see where this journey takes me. I'm really genuinely excited about it. And I know that a few weeks or months later, when I'll watch this first video, I will see like, oh my God, the quality is not great, the way I'm talking is funny, but that's okay. That's okay because I know that I can only make it better if I start it. If I never start it, it's just never, I'll just never gonna make it. So I know that I had to start somewhere. I know that it's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. I'm gonna commit to it and I'm gonna try to make it better and better week by week. So yeah, that's about that. That was my little intro. And today I decided that I'm going to make my 2026 vision board, for which I would like to take you along. And I'm gonna show you what and why am I putting on this vision board, and through that maybe you can get to know me a little better, and also I can share a little bit about my goals, where I am at life, and where do I want to get in this upcoming year. So yeah, come with me. So before we start making the vision board itself, I just wanted to show you something. So this is the first year that I decided to make a physical vision board, because before that I had a few like virtual ones. It is a little difficult to find pictures, photos, images here in Costa Rica. There are not really magazines, or I'm not finding them. So a long time ago back in Hungary, I made it was more like a journal, and I put some images in there which I took from different magazines. So I wanted to do something similar here for years, and then I just couldn't find it. So I've been making these virtual ones, but they're just not the same. So this year I was like, okay, let's do this. I saved a lot of pictures, different images from Pinterest, and then I went and got them actually printed. So I have a whole bunch, and I'm gonna show them and we go through. But before that, I wanted to show you all these. They are not journals, they are my planners from the past years, and there are a whole bunch of them. These are 3, and there's more. So before I get to my next year plans, I always like to go through the previous year. And yeah, these are planners, and some of them is really just my to-do list, like what do I have to do in a given day, at work, at home, but still it is so interesting because it's just really nice to look back and think, wow, how far did I come? Like when I had that first idea of making content, for example, or when I had that first idea to launch my agency, or the idea of selling my apartment back in Hungary. This is just really nice to go back and read this through, and also to see how far I came. And also sometimes I find ideas that I had back then and I just didn't make them true. So I go, oh, maybe next year is the time to make it. So yeah, this is just something interesting that I wanted to share. There are a whole bunch of ideas here. This is, for example, my Hungarian business, one of them that I have. It's that I have people working remote or like location independent like me, that I have a digital marketing agency for many years now, so I can basically work from wherever that I have my laptop and there is internet. So this is one of my businesses that I help people in Hungary reaching the same goal, whether it's their own business or it's a freelance career or it's a remote job. So this was 2 years ago when this idea came to my mind first, and then here are my thoughts about it that I wrote down, and now I'm looking at it, and now this is real. This is just such a great feeling, and not everything came through as I thought it would, or not everything is 100% real that I had planned, but that doesn't matter, because life always throws stuff at you, and you just have to be flexible. The important thing is that I actually made this happen. This was someday a dream and a plan on these pages, and now this is real. So this is great, and I encourage you to do the same, to write down your goals, and then before you set your new goals and new aims for the next month, the next quarter, or the next year, just go through and reflect a little bit. I think it's great. So yeah, now time is to separate these pictures to different categories that I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna get to making the actual board. So let's get into it. So here I got all the images in different groups, but before that I have someone very important to introduce you. Here is Shamu. He hates the camera. He just hates it. He's the most beautiful dog in the world. He's a rescue. I took him from Hungary all the way. He flew with me to Costa Rica, and he just hates the camera, and he's mortified with this new camera of mine. He hates the phone too. We cannot take a photo of him or a video. Look, he just wouldn't. Shamu, say hi. So he just doesn't like it. Anyway, believe me when I say he's a very happy dog here in Costa Rica. He had a very, very sad life with his previous owner. Unfortunately, he abused him, but then they rescued him, and then I got him. Yeah, he's with me for 5 years now, more than 5 years. And yeah, he is really very happy. And his name Shamu is short for Shamuel, which is Samuel in English. But yeah, Shamu, that's what we call him. He came with this name. Okay, so let's get into the vision board. So first of all, oh wait, my camera is doesn't want to do what I'm still learning, sorry. Yeah, there we go. So I've got some affirmations here. These are things that are important to me. This is from Mexico, from Tulum, and I actually do have this photo. I made this photo when I was there many years ago. So let me tell you a little bit about how did I get to Costa Rica, where I'm showing you these images. So I went backpacking in 2018. I quit my job in Hungary. I was business development manager for an IT company, an international IT company. I built their subsidiary in Hungary, and then, well, maybe in another episode I'll tell you more, but I decided to quit and make my dream true and travel for a year in Latin America. And then I came to Costa Rica and I just fell in love with it. And I keep coming back until in 2021, after the pandemic, I decided to move here. And I took this big boy with me. And here we are now. So that said, here are some images that I selected for lifestyle. Obviously, here in the tropics, it's a lot more easier to eat healthy. There is food growing everywhere. So I definitely want to prioritize that in the next year. And then my fitness journey, I want to get back to running. And here is something that maybe is funny for some of you, to learn how to swim properly. I mean, I can swim. I can, but I don't know how to do it properly. Like, I don't know. And I am 39. Oh my God, I'm turning 39 next year. Yeah, I'm 38 now. It's time. It's time to learn. And then here are some of my hobbies. I definitely want to do more yoga the next year, that I've been neglecting a lot. I never been consistent with it, but it really is time next year. Obviously going to the beach and to do scuba diving or snorkeling. I do have actually scuba diving license, so I should be using it. And then, yeah, just a few images for hiking, adventures, and for community and friends. And then the most important part, my little family. Yeah, Shamu, you're excited? You're excited? He is. My little family here in Costa Rica, my boyfriend, Shamu, obviously, and that we are moving to the countryside next year, building a home, which is huge. So obviously this gonna be a priority for me next year. I will be sharing content about that too, about building our home and all the challenges which we are already facing even before we started the whole thing, but that's okay. And here are some images for the professional part. I will be telling a bit more about this maybe in another episode, but long story short, I have an agency. It's a content marketing agency. And the thing about me that I am a writer first and a marketer second. So the creativity that I put into my content now with AI, well, yeah. So I just decided that I'll try to scale my agency next year and then sell it. So this is why I have this image here. And obviously I am working here as, well, digital nomad / remote work. So that's why this photo and the book launch, which I've been planning forever. Maybe 2026 is gonna be the year. And then here, YouTube, which you're watching right now. So yeah, so these are the categories that I made, and now I am going to do the board itself. The board is ready. Look how beautiful it turned out. I'm going to show you a little closer. Honestly, it makes me happy just looking at it. It really did turn out perfect, better than I thought it would. And while I was making it, I just had this idea, that it's not it's not even a vision board, it's more like an appreciation board and also a gratefulness board, because living in this beautiful country, like literally one of the most beautiful countries in the world, it's not something that we foreigners should take it for granted. No matter how long we've been living in here, no importa si hablamos español, we should not take it for granted. And I'll be always very, very grateful for locals to let me live here, for ticos as they call themselves. So this is something very important to me, this topic, and I will for sure talk about this too more on this channel. But as for now, yeah, this is about my board, and this is also something that I wanted to emphasize, that it doesn't matter if all these things don't turn to reality next year, because obviously life happens and things can change. But I am a girl with big dreams. I always been, and this is what brought me here, and I will just never stop dreaming. And this is gonna keep me in the right direction towards to my goals and dreams, and that's what matters. So here is for the imperfection, because imperfection is perfectly fine. And if you've been planning to start something for some time now, and you've been dreaming about it, you really want to start it, really want to do it, but you've been procrastinating it for some time now, let this be your sign to just start it. Because the timing and the circumstances will never be perfect. So I promise that you will be great and you will figure it out on the way. Just make the first step. And this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.